This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Gophers will put total weather to crank us up. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So the Michigan Wolverines offense is on the field for the first time today. Historically, guys, Michigan has kept a death grip on the little brown jug. Gophers hoping to put that thing in play today.
And you see that little brown jug in the celebration after every Michigan-Minnesota game. And you're right, Michigan has had it for the majority of the time. Minnesota knows that. They got to do something about that today.
Yeah, Minnesota plays in a lot of trophy games, don't they? But this is one they would love to put in the trophy case a lot more consistently. To do that, they have got to match the intensity of Michigan in this game, and they have got to be more physical than what they've shown in recent years.
From the gun, running back on the move. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate, and last year, David, they did.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of college football. We expect them to be great. Always a tremendous challenge for Minnesota to try to get that little brown jug.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're running out the kick. And it's a fake, a little trickery, and they flip it ahead. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. So Minnesota's offense has the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a net.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Stewart. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Line gets set, first down. The hand to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy unleashes one deep. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that you know if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Brosmer coming out. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Michigan! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man, it's Brosmer. Using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block, it's Stewart. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. Start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense set for a 1st down play. Here's the give off the left side. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the 1st period. We've reached the end of the period and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Trying to get to him. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down and you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out 1st downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that
throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that Fielding Hurry Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the little brown jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all those things, it's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
You know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the little brown jug in that box.
Going to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Jet sweep to the receiver. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small, so I like the idea, handing it up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Georgia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, Hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high.
Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's caught inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Brosmer. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together with a little brown jug on the line. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the air, it's Brosmer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. And the Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Man, you've given up this drive and then come down the field, and you had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity for this defense.
They'll send out the kicker here. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen,
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught behind the line. It's Spencer. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. On first down, here comes this offense. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
31, Minnesota, 0.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Stumbled to the ground. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And you got to wonder about the confidence of this kid. It's been up and down. 1 for 4 now in this game kicking after that miss.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. To throw, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got it in the middle, it's Peters. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Back to the air one more time. He lobs one high down the left side.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job by the defense being locked in on their keys and knowing that could be a possibility.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. To the air, it's Warren. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the field goal unit is going to give it another try. The old college try. Just keep kicking. Surely one will go in. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touch.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Now the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They'll run for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
No gain on the play. It's a turnover on downs.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
On the play.
really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.